Imagine a river, not just as a waterway but as a lifeline. A source of sustenance, a cradle of civilization, and a silent witness to the ebb and flow of history. Imagine a river so long, so incredibly vast it could cross an entire continent, carving its way through deserts and nourishing fertile lands. A river that gave birth to one of history's greatest civilizations, nurturing its growth, shaping its culture, and dictating its very existence. A civilization that would leave behind monuments that would defy time itself. This is the Nile. More than just a geographical feature, it's a story etched in water and sand. A ribbon of blue, a vibrant artery snaking its way through the golden desert, a stark contrast that defines the landscape, the heartbeat of Egypt, pulsing with life for thousands of years, its rhythm echoing through the ages. It is the reason Egypt exists. More than just water, a simple element, it's a cradle of culture, a wellspring of art, and a testament to human ingenuity. A witness to empires rising and falling, to pharaohs and dynasties, to triumphs and tragedies, all playing out along its fertile banks. The Nile is not just a river, it's a record keeper. The Nile is the world's longest river, a geographical marvel, stretching over 6,650 kilometers, a distance that defies imagination, a journey through diverse landscapes and ancient lands. Longer than the distance from New York to London, a transatlantic journey contained within a single flowing entity. It's not just a line on a map, a mere representation of a waterway, but a living force, a dynamic entity that shaped Egypt's destiny, its culture, and its very identity. In the vast Sahara, an ocean of sand stretching as far as the eye can see, the Nile is a corridor of life, a vibrant oasis, a testament to the power of water in the face of aridity. Dictating where cities rose, where civilizations flourished, and where crops grew, transforming barren lands into fertile fields. The ancient Egyptians in their wisdom called it Ar, meaning black, a reference to the life-giving sediment, for the rich silt it left behind, a precious gift from the river's embrace, the very foundation of their wealth, their power, and their enduring legacy. Today in the modern era, the Nile still sustains millions, a vital resource for a nation's survival. Irrigating fields, bringing life to arid lands, ensuring food security for a growing population, powering cities, driving industries, and fueling the engine of progress, supporting fishermen and farmers, the backbone of the Egyptian economy, their livelihoods intertwined with the river's flow. Its currents carry boats from ancient feluccas to modern vessels, and stories, tales of gods and pharaohs, of love and loss, of life and death, passed down through generations, connecting ancient past to vibrant present, a bridge between two worlds, a reminder of the enduring power of history. The Nile is a thread of resilience and continuity, a symbol of hope and perseverance in a changing world, a constant presence in an ever-evolving landscape. It is, and always has been, a timeless entity, an eternal force, the river of life, the source of civilization, and the heart of Egypt. The Nile's epic journey begins, a saga etched in water and time. It's a story of resilience, of life springing forth from the heart of Africa and flowing towards the vast expanse of the Mediterranean Sea. This river, more than just a waterway, is a lifeline, a historical artery, and a testament to nature's enduring power. With two great branches, each with its own unique character and origin, contributing to the Nile's overall majesty. These aren't mere tributaries, they are the very foundation upon which the Nile's legacy is built. The White Nile, a serene and steady presence, and the Blue Nile, a force of nature, carrying vital nutrients. The White Nile starts deep in Central Africa, a journey that begins in the equatorial regions, marked by lush landscapes and abundant rainfall. Its waters gather from a network of rivers and lakes, slowly converging to form the mighty White Nile, flowing north from the highlands of Burundi or Rwanda, a region characterized by rolling hills and verdant valleys. These highlands provide the initial elevation, setting the White Nile on its northward course. The Blue Nile rises in Ethiopia's highlands at Lake Tana, a high-altitude lake cradled amidst the rugged terrain of the Ethiopian plateau. This lake serves as the primary source, feeding the Blue Nile with its lifeblood, bringing most of the river's water and fertile silt, the lifeblood of Egyptian agriculture. The Blue Nile's contribution is particularly significant during the rainy season, when it swells with monsoon rains, carrying nutrient-rich sediment downstream. These rivers meet in Khartoum, Sudan, a historic meeting point where the White and Blue Niles converge to form the single unified Nile River. This confluence marks a significant geographical and hydrological transition, merging into the mighty Nile, a singular force of nature, ready to carve its way through the desert, From there, the Nile cuts through the Sahara, an extraordinary feat of nature, defying the arid landscape. The river's presence transforms the surrounding desert into a narrow ribbon of green, a testament to its life-giving power. A lifeline in a sea of sand, providing sustenance and enabling civilization to flourish in an otherwise inhospitable environment. It passes historic cities, each a testament to the Nile's enduring influence and the civilizations it has nurtured. These cities stand as living monuments to the river's historical significance. Aswan with its dam, a modern marvel that harnesses the Nile's power. Luxor's ancient temples, standing as silent witnesses to millennia of history, reflecting in the river's timeless flow. And Cairo, where the pyramids stand watch, eternal guardians overlooking the river and the bustling metropolis it sustains. The river's journey ends at the Mediterranean, where its waters mingle with the sea, completing its epic voyage from the heart of Africa. Fanning into the lush, fertile Nile Delta, a vibrant tapestry of green against the backdrop of the desert. This delta, created by millennia of silt deposition, is a testament to the river's creative power, a land sculpted by water and time. Is one of Egypt's most densely populated and productive regions, a hub of agriculture and human activity, sustained by the river's bounty. The Nile's path from African highlands to the sea, a journey of thousands of miles, is a story of geographical diversity and ecological richness, has nourished a continent and cradled a civilization, leaving an indelible mark on history and shaping the course of human events. Its geography is the story of life overcoming the desert, a narrative of adaptation, ingenuity, and the enduring power of nature to sustain life against all odds. For ancient Egyptians, the Nile was everything: their source of life, creation, and prosperity. In a rainless land, the river's annual flood, the Akhet, brought rich black silt, making farming possible. This predictable flood allowed Egypt to thrive, producing food surpluses and supporting a complex society. The Nile was Egypt's main highway, moving people, goods, and even the stones for pyramids and temples. Boats of all sizes traveled its length, uniting Upper and Lower Egypt. Spiritually, the river was sacred, worshipped as the god Hapi, celebrated for fertility and abundance. Egyptians held festivals to honor the flood, praying for balance between feast and famine. The Nile was central to beliefs about the afterlife, with gods like Ra imagined sailing its waters. The river symbolized the journey of life, death, and rebirth, a divine force shaping their world. The story of Egypt is, in many ways, the story of the Nile. In modern Egypt, the Nile remains the nation's lifeline. Over 95% of Egyptians live near its banks or in the delta. It supplies drinking water, irrigates fields, and supports a population of more than 100 million. The Aswan High Dam ended the annual floods, but enabled year-round irrigation and hydroelectric power. Crops like cotton, rice, and sugarcane flourish in the fertile soil nourished by the river. The dam's Lake Nasser stores water for dry times, ensuring stability for millions. The Nile is still a vital artery for transport and commerce, from traditional feluccas to modern ships. It powers cities, feeds families, and fuels Egypt's economy. The river's importance endures, as essential now as in the days of the pharaohs. The Nile is a vibrant ecosystem, a green sanctuary in the desert. Nile crocodiles, once revered and feared, still rule the southern river and Lake Nasser. The river teems with fish, tilapia, catfish, and the giant Nile perch, feeding people for millennia. Its banks are alive with birds, herons, egrets, kingfishers, and migratory flocks that fill the skies each winter. Hippopotamuses, now rare, once played a major role in the river's mythology. Turtles, snakes, and frogs all contribute to the Nile's rich biodiversity. The river is more than a resource. It's a living web of life that must be protected. The Nile, a ribbon of life, flows through Egypt's very soul, a constant presence in a land shaped by its waters. It's not just a river, it's the lifeblood of a nation, shaping its art, influencing every brushstroke and chisel mark, telling stories of gods and mortals intertwined with the river's bounty. Music, its rhythm echoing the ebb and flow of the river, and identity, forging a shared heritage across generations. The Nile's influence permeates every aspect of Egyptian existence. In ancient times, the river was divine, a sacred entity that dictated the seasons and the fortunes of the people. Temples rose along its banks, testaments to its power. Worshipped as Hapi, the god of the Nile's inundation, a bringer of fertility and abundance. His image was revered throughout the land, celebrated in myth and ritual, with elaborate ceremonies designed to ensure the river's continued blessings. the fate of Egypt was inextricably linked to Hapi's favor. The journey of the sun god Ra, the bringer of light and life, was imagined as a voyage on a celestial Nile, a cosmic river mirroring the earthly one, a journey fraught with peril and triumph. Linking life and the afterlife, the sun's daily cycle a metaphor for the soul's journey through death and rebirth. The Nile was the pathway to eternity. Egyptian art is filled with images of the river, a vibrant tapestry woven with scenes of daily life and the promise of the world beyond. Fishing, providing sustenance and livelihood to countless generations. Farming, the fertile floodplains yielding abundant harvests, the foundation of Egyptian civilization, and hunting along its lush banks, a source of both food and recreation for the ancient Egyptians. The river teemed with life. Papyrus, the very material upon which their knowledge was recorded, lotus flowers, symbols of rebirth in the sun, adorning temples and tombs, and teeming fish, a vital source of protein and a recurring motif in their art, became symbols of creation and rebirth, representing the cyclical nature of life and the enduring power of the Nile. These scenes weren't just decoration, mere embellishments on walls. They were meant to ensure life continued in the hereafter, a magical representation of the world they hoped to inhabit for eternity. Today, the Nile inspires songs, its waters reflecting the hopes and dreams of a modern nation, poems, verses that capture the beauty and power of the river, its enduring presence in the Egyptian soul, and films, stories that explore the complexities of life along its banks, the challenges and triumphs of a people connected to its flow, and is a place for family gatherings and celebration, a space where memories are made and traditions are passed down through generations. From Kulthum's music, her voice echoing the timeless beauty of the Nile, to Mahfouz's novels, his words painting vivid portraits of life in Cairo, forever shaped by the river's presence. The river is a muse for Egyptian creativity, a source of inspiration that flows through every art form. The Nile is a source of national pride, a symbol of resilience and the enduring spirit of the Egyptian people. A unifying symbol connecting all Egyptians from the delta to the south, bound together by the waters that sustain them. It is more than geography, a mere line on a map. It is the heart of Egyptian culture, the wellspring of its identity, and the lifeblood of its future. For travelers, the Nile is a journey through history. Nile cruises between Luxor and Aswan reveal ancient temples, tombs, and timeless landscapes. In Luxor, visitors explore Karnak's vast temples and the Valley of the Kings where pharaohs rest. Cruises stop at Edfu and Kam Ombo, temples dedicated to gods Horus and Sobek. From the deck, travelers witness rural life, farmers, fishermen, and children along the banks. Felucca rides offer a peaceful, intimate experience of the river. Sunsets and illuminated temples create unforgettable scenes. The Nile connects visitors to Egypt's deep history, vibrant culture, and natural beauty. Today, the Nile faces serious threats: pollution, overuse, and political tension. Growing populations and industry have increased pollution from sewage, factories, and farms. Water demand is rising, while the river must be shared by 11 countries. Projects like Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam have sparked disputes over water rights. Climate change brings new risks. Droughts, floods, and rising sea levels threaten the Nile Delta. Saltwater intrusion could ruin fertile farmland and jeopardize millions of livelihoods. Egypt and its neighbors are working to improve water management and conservation. Public awareness and international cooperation are crucial for the river's future. Protecting the Nile is a matter of survival for the entire region. The Nile's story is one of endurance, a river that shaped history and sustains life. Its true legacy is the resilience and unity it inspires in Egypt and beyond. The Nile is a symbol of national identity, a shared heritage that transcends generations. In a changing world, its steady flow offers continuity and hope. The river's future depends on wise management, innovation, and cooperation among all nations it touches. Protecting its ecosystem is a global responsibility. The Nile is a barometer for the region's health and a reminder of our dependence on nature. From ancient pharaohs to modern engineers, the river has always been a source of life and